I mean, what was it like out there working at CSU, your time working with Bill Gray and your time through grad school and beyond?
Yeah, so just a little bit of background how CSU kind of got into the hurricane business was they CSU decided to start a department in atmospheric science around 1960. And so I started at CSU in 2000 and I've been at CSU ever since. So at the time, the president of the university contacted Herbert Reel, who was kind of one of the really big hurricane researchers at the time. Herbert Reel was at the University of Chicago, which is still nowhere near hurricanes. So he asked Herbert Reel to start the department. So Herbert came out to CSU to start the department. Bill Gray was actually a PhD student under Herbert Reel. And so so Gray got his degree a couple years after Herbert had left to go to CSU, and then basically Herbert offered him an opportunity to come out to CSU as a faculty member. So he came out in the I think he started officially as a professor, I think in 1967. So the department does a ton of stuff, and not just do hurricanes, but we've always had a sizable component of people doing hurricane research and at our university. So there's kind of a nice there's always been a good focus on hurricanes in our group. And I think a lot of it is one of the things that we always talk, Bill Gray used to always say is, one, the storm surge can't get you at 5,000 feet. And he also used to say, you don't have to live on Mars to study Mars. I mean, especially nowadays with the technology that we have, you don't necessarily need to be, right in Hurricane Alley to be able to study, hurricanes. Like you mentioned, University of Chicago, Wisconsin does a ton of work on satellite meteorology in the tropics, and obviously Wisconsin's nowhere near the tropics, but they still can do really good research.